How are
I'm
you?
here. I'm good.
Welcome,
How are you?
welcome.
Thank
Good,
you.
good. Doing good. Yes, we're about to start now. Yes, Karibu Kamaru. Maybe you can introduce yourself and yeah, just take it away.
So, yeah, I'll just start off. Yeah, I was just solving some technical stuff before you guys came in. So, yeah, but like, yeah, I think sort of managed to like sort it out. Kabisa. Kamaru, if you don't know me, yeah, Joseph Kamaru. I go by the artist name Kamaru, but it's pronounced or yeah, abbreviated as KMRU. I call myself a sound artist. I work a lot with sound as my main art form. I collect sounds in the streets, sounds from my environment, and use that like for as a basis or as an inspiration to create new stuff. And yeah, my journey as a producer has evolved quite a lot since I started producing. Yeah, most of you, like yeah, a few of you, like the people like Coco, and even Labdi and Malkia. Yeah, we've been together in this when I was like in my early phases, I guess, of production and also DJing. Yeah, but for me, it's been a huge learning experience for me, and just trying to like know what I'm doing and just experimenting a lot. Yeah, and yeah, I'm grateful also like to have you guys here. As you've heard, I'm in Berlin. I moved here last week. Yeah, and it's different, and yeah, just settling in. But like, yeah, super excited to see how. Yeah, I'm here for my master's. I'm doing a master's in sound studies, and I'll be here. I'll be based here for quite some time. So yeah, looking forward to see how this new journey life with production and sound and everything will turn out. Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah, just to see how everything has happened, and yeah, I'm now in another phase where I'm in a room with so many cool people and learning from one another. Yeah, but I'm also happy that you guys are here and I can share my knowledge with you guys. And yeah, feel free. I don't want this to be like a teacher like me here and you guys there. I want it just to be open, and if you have questions, just jump in and feel free to ask me anything. Yeah, like literally anything. Yeah, about production, outside production. Yeah, because I think like I'm talking about like the course will be based on arrangement, but uh, also like deeper than just music. I'm happy to like talk more about that. Yeah, so that's me basically. Yeah, maybe you can just do a brief introduction. I guess maybe Coco. I don't know what is the plan.
Yes, 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 yeah. So we can just do a round of introductions, starting from Janice over here on my screen on the left.
Hey, hey everyone. Hi guys. Hi Kamaru.
Hello.
So happy to be here. Yeah, I just recently started producing, and I really just want to learn. I want to see what my expression can turn to. I'm also a artist, so this is one of the ways that I express myself. And now with this new skill, I'm really looking forward to seeing what I'm able to create and what I can do. Because I just want to learn. And so,
Cool. Next, Malkia.
Alright, so for the sake of Mike, I'm Malkia and I'm a music lover. I am a DJ and I've tried production here and there. So of course I'm excited to learn. Funny story, my first festival as a DJ was Baimba, and I went with Kamaru. I remember when the crowd was so big, we were playing silent disco the first night, and I panicked. I didn't know. I don't know if you guys have ever panicked when performing, but I panicked, and Kamaru was just there trying to like pat my back, and he really didn't know what to do or what to tell me. But yeah, like I think I just had a few shots, and yeah, I was good to go. So yeah, I'm excited to learn.
Nice.
Nice one. Okay, DJ Ivy.
Hi everyone. Hi Kamaru.
Hello.
And excited to finally meet you. Well, I'm a DJ. I'm a podcaster, and I'm also dipping my feet into production. I just like all of you. I'm in love with music, and that's how I express myself best. So I want to dig deeper and see how far I can go. And I'm excited to be with you guys.
Cool. Karibu. Next, Labdi.
Fuck, every time. Sorry. I hope you didn't hear that. Hey, what's up? Hi, brother. It's Lovely again with the unmuted button. Wow. Singer-songwriter. I've known Kamaru for a long time. He helped me do some very many interesting things I won't even say because they'll start laughing. But yeah, I'm really excited to be here with everybody. Yeah. Let's see what comes out of this. I'm really excited about Ableton, and I've been talking about Ableton with Kamaru for a long time. So the moment I was put into this group, I was just like, yes, finally. So thank you for this opportunity.
Sweet. Karibu. Next, DJ Eve.
Hello guys. Okay, I'm DJ Eve. I'm a film producer. I'm a video editor. I've always wanted to learn music production. So when Emma gave us this opportunity, I was so happy, and I'm so happy to be here. Since we started, I've learned a lot. Today I'm hoping to learn more. Yeah.
Nice one. Karibu. And then we have Mike.
Yes. My name is Mike Moema. I'm a music producer, I'm a DJ. I'm a chef as well. What else? I recently, like a year ago, I started. Actually, I'm a lecturer at ADMI. I teach music production there and a bit of sound engineering. And I'll be coordinating the Santuri Masterclass, which will be starting in a few weeks' time. Not a few weeks, actually a few days. So it's good to have, to see more women engaged into music production, because I really like seeing people win at the same time. So Godspeed to everyone.
Santi Sana. And then we have David Tinning from Santuri East Africa.
I realised I was going to speak. Yeah, really happy to see everyone back for the third time this week. Yeah, and again, this all-star lineup continues. I'm really happy to have Kamaru taking this session. And yeah, let's probably get into it, huh?
Kabisa. And then we are joined by Rafiki. Just in time. Karibu, how are you?
I'm easy, how are you?
Very good. We're just doing a round of introductions, and you are the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th person to go.
I'm sorry I'm late. I just had to do some things before.
No problem. Karibu. Yes. So maybe you could briefly introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Rafiki. I am glad to be here. I don't know what else to say.
That's enough. What do you do?
I'm a musician. I'm a musician, singer. I play kidogo instruments, so if you I can play guitar and piano also. Yeah, and I'm learning how to produce because it's time.
Great, perfect. Thank you. Cool. So back to Kamaru. I'm gonna mute myself.
So you can hear me loud, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to open this. Yeah. So yeah, before I share like this short presentation I made yesterday night, yeah, I'll be basically talking about getting deeper into your production and arrangement, and mostly developing ideas into songs. Like if you have different sketches or ideas. Like yesterday, I think I saw you guys and Tony did like some drum arrangement, drum programming. And yeah, it's something like from that now to something a bit musical. And I'll really approach this in a very open-minded direction, based also on my art practice and like being involved like in production and just experimenting and seeing what works and what doesn't work, but everything works. But yeah, I'll just be open and stuff. Yeah. So let me share my screen and show you like this presentation. Yeah. You can see my screen, right? Cool. Yes. So basically, arrangement for in my own perspective or like way of thinking is just basically music or sound or any art form or your ideas into maybe a complete track or something concrete, which can be either musical, doesn't necessarily has to be like musical, but it's something, just an idea you have, and you sort of arrange it, rearrange it to make it audible and something that somebody can listen to and hopefully enjoy. So and it can be either an art, doesn't have to be music, like in the art perspective of it. And just on the basic arrangement of like music or song, you definitely have like drum programming. Like yesterday, was it yesterday that you and Tony were doing the drum programming, right?
It was Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday.
The class. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically from that, then maybe writing melodic or harmonic like songs, or not songs, like melodies and harmonies. Then there's rearranging parts and adding parts now based on like the drum program you've done and like the writing of different melodies and harmonies, and now rearranging these parts and adding more parts to them, removing different parts, and then like finally structuring like the song and going like adding effects from time to time is more of like mixing and stuff. This is like just basically how you get like from an 8-bar loop of a drum or like a 4-bar loop of a guitar, and adding these different parts like the drum and the guitar together maybe to sound musical and creating variations within them. Then there's this other part where I also like take this as an arrangement in like my way of, because how I've been arranging has changed. Initially, I was doing this like drum. I program drums, then I write melodies and harmonies and layer them together. This is when I was making more of drum, like club music or electronic dance music then. But still when I'm creating this kind of music, I still have this in my back of my head where I'll have to prepare the drums and sort of layer the different sections of the harmonies and melodies, rearranging parts and having something finished. But in my new compositions or like works, I think most of you might know or like, yeah, might know my music. And yeah, lately I've been doing more freeform arrangements where like studio jamming or improvising at a go, and maybe I just record something on like a one take, and this can be either 30 minutes I'm just jamming, it can be on my guitar or but like yeah, or like an instrument, or inside Ableton I have maybe an effect, then I just mess around with it. And yeah, but like more, this is like live improvisation, one take recordings. And yeah, this is more of hardware where, for example, if I have a guitar, I'll just record, it's more of jam session, and I'll just record this long hours of, not hours, yeah, long minutes of sound. And I find different snippets of that, and yeah, that will be my arrangement. I won't think so much about maybe the drums, or if I won't have drums, or I won't think much about like my melody. It's just what has happened there, and that's it. And that's how I've been writing my music lately. Just being open and being free without any restrictions of like BPM and tempo. Yeah. Maybe if you have any question regarding either of this, yeah. You understand, right?
I have
Yeah,
a
go
question,
Labdi.
Kamaro.
Okay.
Loved you the questions. So I wanted to find out what made you change from, the convention, not really conventional because people produce differently, but what made that shift from you starting with beats into the melody and the synths? What made you move from that to, starting to improvise and then going into that? Does that affect your sound, or do you feel like it's part of your growth as a musician?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think it's just part of the growth and maybe finding what you really enjoy emotionally or musically, like what you're creating. And for me, it was when I was going out in Nairobi, March. It was the same music that I was listening to every weekend, and I think my ears got tired of this music. But like yeah, so because I was still also a bit DJing and producing this kind of music, which I still do, and yeah, I just found myself leaning towards like my surrounding and appreciating like the sounds around me. And yeah, I think this was like birthed when I was in East. Labdi, I don't know if you're in East, like the residency. Yeah, the whole train journey for me was a new experience, like being in a train for a very long time and hearing these sounds, and like I did record these sounds, and from then I had this connection with my environment. And yeah, I think that's was like a birth for me. Yeah. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, you did. Thank you. Yes.
So I'll just move on. Yeah, these are like my own few tips that I use, because arrangement is very, yeah, it can be very genre specific. For example, like amapiano or Afro house or yeah, or techno. When you listen to this kind of music, you definitely know there's like a structured or how things like the first, maybe there's an intro, then there's like a build, then there's like the main drop where those, yeah, I don't know what these drums are called, like in amapiano, then there's maybe a bridge, then an outro. Like there's a structure in that. And I've realized, or I've learned, like the more I listen to like everything, then the more I'm very open-minded to like try new stuff. I try like making amapiano, or I try make a techno beat, or like a techno beat with amapiano, something like that. The more you listen to different styles of music, the more you like your mind becomes open to like, yeah, I think I can sort of arrange this and it might sound interesting. Not like yeah, I know that I have to have 8 bars of drums, then hi-hats come here, then yeah, I don't think on my own perspective that yeah, I should like be following these rules unless I'm making hip hop and I know like yeah, it has to have like 16, like the hi-hats need to be divided in a certain way. So yeah, but the more I listen to like different styles of music, the more I can, like arrangement wise, it can become super open. Then less is more. This is something that you have also been doing a lot, that I can have a track which is only eight stems. Like, you know, I think you have Ableton, which has only 8, like not the suit version, but like the light version has 8 tracks, like audio tracks and MIDI tracks, like 4. So if I'm limited like that, what can I create with this? And that's what I've been doing, like limiting myself and saying what I can do with only one synth. Like, can I make the most out of, like, if I have only 808, what can I create with this? And yeah, that's how, just try to arrange with like less and seeing, yeah, because yeah, less is just more. And people ask you like, yeah, your sound has so much detail and stuff, but like, yeah, it was only yeah, just one take recording and just putting a bunch of effects. And that's what I did for my last album. Yeah, it was only a 2-day jam on a synth, recording 1 takes and saving that as a track. And I wasn't sure if it was finished, but like that's what I did. And yeah, then there's layering. This comes when you're also making like different dance music, where also you can layer. I know this two contrast, but yeah, also layering can add more detail and space to your music. Then there's also telling a story, like with the music you're making. Like, yeah, you can think of a story, like a narrative you want to tell when you're making a piece of music. And yeah, or you can just go direct on your software, then creating like beats. And yeah, also like if it doesn't have vocals, because if it has vocals, it's easy that there's a story behind it because of the lyrics. If it's an instrumental, it's you using your main instrument, your main synth line that can be able to tell a story. And then just being weird and experimenting, like, yeah, not going in a very, when you open your software, not thinking so much about the technicalities of what will happen. And yeah, you just go there and try what this plugin does or this effect does. And you load in an audio track, then put this effect, then hear how it sounds. Then yeah, that's how you get like to sort of learn like what a specific instrument, what specific effect does. Then there's transcribe. Yeah, this is, for example, if you like a particular genre of music, let's say maybe Afro house. Like, why does Afro house like do so good in clubs, or even Amapiano like lately? So you take one specific track and you're not transcribing, is like taking the song and sort of rewriting it again. But like, you don't have to do like the whole song. Just take maybe 30 or 16 bars or even 8 bars of like any bit of the song and listen to it over and over and over again. Like, you can take the whole day just working on 8 bars trying to transcribe. I've done this on some tracks where they sound so good and you don't know why, and you just get to Ableton, you like loop 16 bars, and the whole day you're trying to get or like create something as close that's going to sound like that. And from this whole process, you're learning, because you're learning that yeah, this artist was using like this. There's something that eventually comes out from transcribing music. It can even be not even, it doesn't have to be on a software. If like the musician is singing, or even lyrics, just trying to understand the lyrics of the arrangement of this particular song, or even the guitar trying to like replay whatever the person is playing. Or like, for example, if Lably plays the urutu, I try and sort of get a sound of an urutu on my software as close as possible, something similar to like that. Then yeah, listening. Yeah, I really emphasize on listening to different like genres or like styles. This has really helped me, and yeah, just going to Bandcamp and like just finding weird genres of music, people who are like into like very dark metal or noise music or amapiano with like broken drums, or yeah, something just outside the norm, and trying to understand why people appreciate this is also, yeah, it's eye-opening, and also yeah, you get to know that yeah, there are actually people who are doing this kind of music, and they have their own scene. And I think that's how I found myself, like where I am, where I wasn't sure if people understand what I'm doing in Nairobi. I play a show and yeah, people don't really connect, but I'm just expressing myself and playing in different places, realizing there's a huge community of people doing this. Yeah, it's also motivating. And I wrote this down here, like a killer arrangement will not save like a poorly written song. Here you can have like all like good set of tools and all equipment and everything. Then you think you'll have like a really good arrangement or like song, but yeah, it's all based on like how you write it or how you approach the song, not just with the technical bit, but also with just like yourself, how you're thinking about a song, or how you're going to sort of yeah approach a song as a person. Yeah. Then I had like a few examples of like songs which, okay, these are just like this week I was listening to them, and I thought that they have like good arrangements or like very simple. I don't know if I can share this. Let me try. If not, David can send a link, which I've created like a Google Drive with the songs. Then you can listen. Maybe just from maybe all of you can just tell me what you think about the track. Very short. Maybe if you've written something, or what you just think about like the track itself.
Amaru, I was waiting for Fatima to sing. Fatima didn't sing nothing.
She's
No.
there somewhere, yeah.
I was like, singer mind. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. It was very simple, just as you'd said. Less is more, and a lot of songs from, is this the 90s or the 80s? The 80s. This is, if you tell me it's recent, then I'll just kill myself. But a lot of songs from a certain era were very simplistic and very enjoyable. So I got to consume, the bass line and the synths. It was really good. Yeah.
Janice. You're muted.
Yeah, I thought it was really simple. But of course, I think by the end of the song, the message was put across. Yeah, I think.
Okay, cool. Malkia.
Yeah, so the song that doesn't start on like on the beat. It starts on it starts on some note. I don't know the note, but it starts on some weird note. Then there's like progressions of the instruments with the bass line was really out there. I think someone else mentioned it as well. Yeah, and then of course the simplicity. Yeah.
Cool. Ivy. Or is it DJ Eve?
It's so simple. It started off quite well. Yeah, it's something you can listen up to the end.
Yeah, nice. Ivy.
I really like how simple it is. However, I was also looking forward to Fatima to sing. But I get with this song, I get what you're talking about. on how less is more, and as the simpler it is, the better it sounds, because you're able to take, well, the listener is able to go on a whole journey, and with every moment, like there's a new element coming in, and yeah, I get what you mean by how simplistic or minimalistic it should be.
And Rafiki.
Okay, so I could hear some drums. I could hear snares. I don't know if there were snares or hi-hats. I don't know what keys those, but I could hear some keys, and it completely reminded me of Bulletproof by LaRue.
Oh yeah, all your answers are correct. And yeah, for me this track stood out because it was so simple. I think I've ever had this track before, but yeah, I had it again last week. And yeah, it's super simple. It starts with the kick. It starts with the hi-hat, like hi-hats, then the kick, then the melody of the synth just come in, and there's also like a bass line, and the bass line is only 3 notes. Then the synth line is also very repetitive, and repetition is also something that maybe affects the brain of how we listen to music, or yeah, just how something is very repetitive. There's something new coming out from it. Yeah, and this track, yeah, is super simple, and I think tracks like this could be like so nice maybe to listen to in a club when it's being closed or being open. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Fatima will sing, yeah, but you can listen to the whole of it. Yeah, it's super nice. I'll go to the next one. Okay, this next one is how different artists approach like arrangement of music or sounds. So this artist is called Rival Consoles, and also like doing experimental electronic music, dance music, sometimes ambient, yeah. And his last record called Articulation, he visualized everything of the album and drew drew the album like this graphical like notation before composing something new. So when the artist, when he was, I guess when they're approaching the composition or arrangement bit of it, they can understand what they drew. So like this track is called Melodica. I use this title because even though it appears to be ambient without much melody, there are actually huge amounts of very tiny melodic fragments moving around the background. Yeah. So when you're listening to the track and sort of visualizing this, you can maybe sort of see what the artist is thinking, or like you can follow along. And this is also a very easier way to approach arrangement of music. And it can be very simple, as it doesn't have to be like super sketchy. You can just you can do like something like this, then okay, I'm drawing something, I'll show you. Then yeah, so yeah, you can have like this part, maybe the intro, then the middle part, then the last part, and maybe the first part will be your drums. Then from the drums here, maybe something else will happen. Then the piano comes in here, then maybe you finish with something else here. So just sort of drawing something and having in mind that, yeah, I have to start with my drums, then you do your drums, then you add something else. It can be an easy approach to arrangement, not thinking so much, because I know how hard it is. Yeah, or like for me, it was like trying to figure out how to make drops. So I was making EDM or like dance music. They were not working so well, but yeah, an arrangement, trying to think of how, like after this, what comes in. Sometimes it doesn't work. So having something like sketch before could be interesting. I don't know if you guys have been shared the Google Drive link. Do you have the Drive link?
It's going up now
Yeah,
in the chat.
you can open the drive, but I won't play this one. Maybe this one is a bit simpler to understand. It's still by the same artist. And yeah, this is how they visualized the track. Maybe I can.
Cool. It's up in the chat. David just shared.
Yeah, maybe if you open the Google Drive link, then play the articulation track while visualizing this. You can play maybe 2 minutes of it or 1.5. Yeah. Then maybe when you're done, you can just like put a thumbs up on Zoom. Have you got to like listen? Yeah, if not,
Still listening. I think Janice has a problem listening. Doesn't she? Let me try to share it in the chat.
Yeah, but basically I just wanted you to sort of interpret like the artist's visualization of the arrangement before composing the track. Yeah, because it's similar. There's also this melodic track, and I'll share this slide. So if you want to listen again and watch like visualize while listening to the music, you can do. And also I'll also share the link for the artist where the whole album there's this graphical visuals for the album. Yeah, that's Aho-san. And I chose this track because of maybe the style. I really can't sort of I can say it's experimental, or the artist is maybe going beyond like the normal rigid compositional styles and trying new stuff. Rafiki, have a question?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, just approaching like arrangement and also composition, because even like maybe somewhere here there's okay, with the whole video you can see there's a whole narrative, there's a whole story behind the video itself, and also maybe not listening with the visual aspect, you can still sort of follow there's a story behind it, because there's a section where everything slows down and finishes off, and yeah, it's just tension and to listen arrangement. Maybe if there's a question, or I can go to I think the last excerpt I had. You all good? Okay. I'll go to the last one, and this one is by Nabalayo. How do I? Yeah, it's on the folder. If you can listen to the track itself, Domo Domo, the track Domo Domo. Yeah, I think everyone has finished listening. Yeah, I chose this track because of Nabalayo, like the whole also album is based on a certain reference and aesthetic, and also how she approaches her arrangement, also borrowing a lot from traditional African instruments, and this music are very free from like traditional African music is very can be free, like how there's no standard, like the very traditional, there's recognizable like patterns and everything, but yeah, there's a structure. For example, in dance and the music, both of them are usually sort of connected together. And this track, I can hear like she's borrowing a lot from like coastal references, like the drum rhythms and everything. I understand that her work also is based on like the basis is all this traditional African aesthetic drums and patterns, and also textures and tones comes first. Then from that, she now adds the other stuff, like she plays bass, and you can hear like there's a very simple, and this track is also super simple. I just wrote what I could hear. There's like a bass, her voice, drums, and synth, like the synth line, da 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 da. Those are like five four notes, and yeah, simplicity. And if you're like a vocalist, and yeah, for me, if you use the voice as an instrument, it's super keen, because if I play this song, maybe when I've muted like the voice, there's a whole narrative and a whole story behind also like the song itself, and you can hear there's a story. And now when the voice is up front, there's now a huge story. And yeah, big up to all the musicians who use their voice as an instrument. Yeah, because yeah, I used to sing, then I stopped. I used to play guitar, then I stopped. Yeah, but yeah, maybe if you have any question, that was the last slide on like listening. Then I'll just open Ableton. Maybe before I open Ableton, if you have questions, I'm happy, and maybe why I chose this track. So yeah, just happy to hear your thoughts or questions if you have.
Labi,
Hey,
anyone?
I don't have a question. Come on. I feel attacked.
Are you all good? You're all, yeah, all set. I love Nabalayo, so thank you for
Yeah,
choosing this. It's
cool.